after the typhoon. You can see maybe all the damaged trees are down, houses, roofs are gone, walls are broken down. Really tore this place up. But my engine has also got water probably inside there and got some rust in the cylinder, and the piston's kind of stuck. It won't rotate, so we got to take it apart here. And this is the local mechanic. He's taking the covers and stuff off so we can pull off the head. Actually, the head and the cylinder. The cylinder. No, the head should be separate from the cylinder, but yeah, it's got to be. So we'll take off the head and look inside, see what's in there, and then we'll be back with more from my Paradise on Bantayan Island. But you can see the valves there; they're all nice and oily and fine. There's nothing wrong there. But stuff inside there gets rusty and stuck, so we'll see. We'll be back with more from my Paradise on Bantayan Island. Bye for now. The propeller prop straightening here. They're eyeballing it down there to see where it's bent, and then they take that wooden bat there, and it's on a rock that's got a little dip, and then they hit it like that. That's propeller shaft straightening in the Philippines. Wow, they're about to pull the head off my engine to see why it's stuck. So we'll be back with more from my Paradise, Bantayan Island. Bye for now. We're going to check it out. Down in the bottom of the cylinder, it was all water and rusty and corrosion and stuff because the water comes in through the exhaust pipe there and through the open valves. If you turn it to the compression stroke, it closes those valves and keeps the water out. Or you can even put like a sardine can on top of the exhaust pipe. There. So he's cleaning this out with his little hacksaw blade there. Cleaning all the dirt out.
Use only hand
There.
get that bun.
Huh?
Only hand.
Yeah, what's he saying? Huh? The valve spring? And then what? Oh, yeah. Yeah, take the valve spring off and open the valve and clean. Clean? Yeah, clean the valves, yeah. Okay, so this is the head here. Okay, yeah, tell him. Tell him that I've got some, honey. Yeah, honey, tell him that I've got some lubricant that in my car that I'll bring, and he can spray the lubricant in there too.
siya lubricant kuno kuya.
Some inside my car.
Sang kwaon ha.
Looking at the head here. They cleaned it up just by hand with a hacksaw blade, a little hacksaw blade. But I can get a wire brush and clean this valve seat. See this valve seat is rusty because this is aluminum, but this is steel here. The valve seat is rusty, so I need to get in there and clean that valve seat up so it seals good, or else it'll leak compression past there. Oh, okay. So we just drained the oil out. We're going to pull the piston out. Look at the rings and stuff, make sure they're okay. So that's what we're doing now. Pull off this side cover. This is kind of a lesson for me in one-cylinder engine work. So I gotta learn this stuff too. So we will be back with more after they pull that off. Bye for now. We're gonna pull off the end here where you can look at the crankshaft and piston and stuff. Just tapping it. So anyway, there it is. Now you can see inside here. That's a governor. We don't want to mess up the gasket. See, the gasket is there's a little alignment tube there that he's trying to get that gasket off with. Yeah, here I have a knife. No. Oh, okay, you got it. Okay. So anyway, like a little balancer shaft and I think part of the governor and stuff too. The gears that run the camshaft and the oil pump and all that stuff in there. So we're going to let him take all that out and pull that piston out. So we can take a look at the rings, see if they're okay. They should be fine, but it's one of those checks you want to do, because this engine's going to have to run for 12 hours straight, which is not normal for people driving these things. They run 30 minutes out to where they're fishing, and an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours maybe, something like that, but not usually 4 or 6 hours. Occasionally they will. They're going to another island. They will. That's a crankshaft connected to the pit. This is the crankshaft here. That's connected. These are the counterweights on the crankshaft. It's all balanced and stuff. I'm surprised. These are Sumo Rato engines, are ones they prefer to use for racing. A lot of those. Sometimes they use Lonson. There's a few other brands, but Sumo Rato is probably one of the most popular racing engines. So anyway, we're going to do their thing and we'll be back. Bye for now. Cleaning up the rings. Are they moving yet, or the rings are stuck because the corrosion, the water got? So that's turning now, huh? Yeah. Should we take the rings off and or just get them free so they move freely? Yeah. So anyway. Oh, okay, he's cleaning around the edge, yeah, because they're stuck. All the corrosion, see, the water got with the aluminum and started corroding, and then the corroding jammed up the ring. So anyway, we'll clean all that, and then we'll be back with more from my Paradise on Bantayan Island. Bye for now. We got the ring to kind of come loose. Oh, the ring broke? Okay. So the ring broke. Okay, so we got to get new rings. And we can get them at Seaman? Seaman has it. How about anybody else?
Just one seat, buy some one seat.
Yeah.
15 nga.
Sumo
Rato.
Yeah, the 150. This is SE 150 or M150? What is it?
15 horsepower.
Sumo Rato. Anyway, this is the engine here, Sumo Rato. This will be racing Sumo Rato division. But yeah, it broke. The ring broke. So now he can just manhandle it. But yeah, there's no spring left in it, which is fine, because after they heat up and stuff like that, they get little. But so it's not a bad thing to get a new piston rings. So we'll be back with more from my Paradise. Now you can just tear them up, because we'll get a whole set. So we'll be back with more from my Paradise, Bantayan Island. Taking the bad rings off, put the new ones on. Okay, the way that you clean the rings on the piston is you take a hacksaw blade and just kind of basically scratch all the crap out of there with the blade lightly, because that's an aluminum piston. That hacksaw will cut right through it if you want to cut it, but that's just scratching it, cleaning up the ring so the piston, so that the rings freely turn. So anyway, that's the next tip. How to clean those. This is backwoods shade tree mechanic. There's the shade tree. In the U.S. we call them shade tree. It's basically what I am, but I have skills and tools and stuff more than here, but still, this is what they do, and this is how everything works. So we will be back with more from my Paradise on Bantayan Island. Bye for now. Everybody, we are putting the polishing compound on the valve, and we're not starting a fire, but we're actually seating the valve, because there was some corrosion and rust on there. So both sides of the valve got rusty because the water pulled up where the spark plug is. This is the bottom of the engine here, and the water was all in there because it came through the exhaust pipe right there, drained down. The valve was open and the water went in during the Typhoon. But like I said, you can cover this with a sardine can, or you could tape it up, and that would seal it too. That's if you're going to store an engine, cover that exhaust pipe, and also pull your engine to the compression stroke, because then both the valves are shut, and that also helps to keep the moisture out, and that, because that's the problem. The water got in through the exhaust pipe, in through the valve, and set in the bottom of this, like a little cup, half moon cup. Yeah, honey, he said that one's good?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Did you see how you can see the silver there, honey? Now, instead of the rusty, right? Yeah, so that's a good valve seat. Yeah, all right, everybody, we're back, and we got some parts. I got a new piston here, and the new rings. that. Make sure that's a good fit. Make sure that piston fits. Does it fit? Does it fit? Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, there we go.
Honey,
Yeah, honey, ask him that piston's a good fit. Ask him
fit
the
siya kuya. Okay siya kuya. Kanang ring niya,
piston,
ang
good
piston,
fit.
pareha
Yeah,
lang.
yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, that piston is a Sumo Rato brand.
Okay, Sumo Rato mo kuno ng piston
Now
niya.
we're putting the piston in, but the rings are kind of outsprung, and so they're kind of sticking out, so that you have to push them in, so they'll actually go, let the piston go inside of the cylinder. So he's giving it a light tap on the aluminum there, putting them in. So you see, well, I'm not going to be able to video that good because he's in the middle of doing his work. But see, you got to push that ring in so it'll fit inside because it's sprung. I got my zoom out, but sprung out like that, and you got to bring them in so they slide right into the cylinder. So that's what we're doing now. We got the rings on there, we got them clocked, the gaps clocked, and we're good to go. So yeehaw. Bye. All right, we got everything back in, and now we're bolting on the crankcase plate, basically. Normally on the engine, the oil pan's on the bottom, but they don't have an oil pan, so oil just, they've got a side plate that exposes your crankshaft, which is actually that shaft coming out, that's the one end of your crankshaft, and then your piston and rod and everything and cylinder and all that's connected there. So we got it all back in one piece. We lubed it with this grease, everything there, clocked the piston rings, and everything looks like it fits nicely. So we'll see how this starts up and runs afterwards. Hopefully. Oh, we got to do the carburetor too. So, oh, I cleaned the head. I took the Scotch-Brite and cleaned as much carbon out as I could out of the head here. Got as clean as I could. This is the corrosion here from when the water seeped in. It corroded this part here, so I couldn't really get that shine. I could have if I had just put a lot of work into it, but it's clean and there's no carbon there, so we're good on the head. So we are just going to do the last couple minute button ups, and we'll be back with more from my Paradise on Bantayan Island. We'll probably be starting it next, or maybe he'll well, first we got to put the head on, and then maybe he'll rebuild the carburetor. We'll see. So we will be back with more from my Paradise on Bantayan Island. Beach blanket engine repair. Bye for now. Working on the final deal here, putting the carburetor on and starter. The recoil starter on, and the carburetor. I need to zoom in a little bit. Carburetor right there. And he's also tightening down, checking the tightness, or doing something on the head. I don't know what. But anyway, the recoil starter's right there. Oh, spark plug. Oh, okay. He's going to check the spark plug. So he's doing something with the spark plug. He's going to add the oil now. Do you need a funnel? Does he need a funnel?
What is funnel?
A funnel. Honey, you know a funnel.
Yeah, funnel.
Oh no. Here's the trick here, honey.
The Filipino trick.
Yeah, the Filipino trick. The playing card. Okay, here we go. This is the Filipino funnel here.
His hand is not shaky.
Oh, okay.
He don't have shake hand.
Oh, okay. I was gonna cut it with the scissors, cutting the card, making the funnel. That's that. Hope you saw that. This is a card trick here. Woo! Look at that.
Look at that.
Yeah. Now let's see. So, I'm gonna zoom in here and watch the steady hand.
Yeah, steady hand.
Do you need a Mucho King to make your hand not shake too much? Yeah, they're pouring the oil in. Yeah, it does it hold one full liter? Or
Mapuno na siya usa ka liter. Yes,
one,
that's one.
just one. That's it. Okay. So that's how you put your engine oil in. we've got a funnel with a flex tube that we can stick in there, and because the engine will be bolted in, and if you ever need oil, you unscrew that, and the oil should be up to where the filler hole is. Basically, it just fills. There's no dipstick on these. So anyway, that is the secret to putting oil in a single cylinder engine. And so, so we're gonna let them do that, and then we'll be back with more. After this, it's almost put a little gas in and start it up. Bye for now. Filipino trick here. They put a spring. See that little wire there that they made? That's a handmade spring for the carburetor butterfly to, you know, naturally close. So they just did that, hooked it up. Checking the spark. We got spark. He's checking the spark. The spark's good? Huh? Honey, is spark good? Did it get you? It bit you? Like a snake? Like a snake bite? Yeah.
Hold it, honey.
No. I already know. I've done that 100 times. Yeah. Yeah. Check in the yeah. It'll restart your heart. If your heart stops, you want to pull that a couple times. Your heart will start going again. Yeah. Oh, you already had to restart, huh? So he's putting the spark plug in. Yeah. We got a valve. Yeah. Okay, so now we're almost to the point of starting, but we got to get gas, so we'll get gas. They may put that gas in, I don't know, but we'll see. Bye for now. Right, we're starting again. There's a carburetor. Guy's got another carburetor. Is this a Sumo Rato or?
Sumo Rato?
Yeah.
That's Sumo Rato.
Yeah, how much does he want for it?
Pila ko na. You should try it first.
Well, how much do you want? Tell me what the price is. Tell me the price.
You should try it first if it's okay, but if it's not...
Is there something wrong with it? Is there something wrong with this one?
No, there's no problem.
Well, then what's the price?
So because it's not started, I've never used it, so it's better.
What's the price?
Pila lagi ko ng presyo nimo.
Huh? It's what? Oh, okay. Running it up now. Put new gasket on the gas fuel bowl. That's the on-off switch. Yeah, we need to connect that. Oh, did that come off? The bolt come out? Oh, from the clip thing broke. Oh, just grounding it there? Grounding it here? Well, that's not good because when you're driving the boat, it's going to bounce and turn off. Okay, so this is on-off switch. What it does, it grounds the spark. It grounds the magnet. So, but there's no insulation on this part. So if it bumps the block, it shuts the engine off. So anyway, this is another Sumo Rato carburetor from another guy. He said he hasn't tried it. He's got it, but he hasn't tried it yet. So we may try this one. So there's only one adjustment screw here. This thing just comes out. This plastic comes out.
I don't know.
Yeah, this plastic comes out with an O-ring like thing. Now he did something where he put a bolt in. So here we go again. Running smooth. Nice and smooth. Yeah, that's the way it should run. It's even dancing. Slow dancing. So there's idling. Yeah. Well, we'll fix this. We'll connect that to here. Yeah, and tell him that we'll repair that. Tell him that I've got a new switch. Yeah. Yeah, because if this, well, I tape that up. Yeah, tell him that I'm going to tape this up because if it accidentally. Yeah, and tell him I'll just repair the switch. I'll just fix the switch, but yeah, that grounds the spark. That grounds the spark. It shuts it off. On diesel engines, you have to shut off the fuel because there is no spark. Diesels don't have spark plugs. They ignite fuel based upon compression. So that's why they idle so rough, and that's why they have so much torque. Yeah. Nice. Nice and smooth. Nice and smooth. Yeah. Okay. Looking good. Well, she's looking good. We're good to go. I may buy this. I don't know. The price might be too high, but there's another one for $950 brand new that I can buy, and but I have to drive all the way into town. It's a 6-hour drive, round trip. But we'll see. So anyway, we will be back with more. We got this baby back in action. And as I said, we'll be back with more from my Paradise on Bantayan Island and Sumo Rato Racing. Bye.